On the afternoon of February 10, 2025, a tragedy unfolded at Scottsdale Airport in Arizona. Two private jets collided in a horrific incident that left one person dead and several injured. The accident, occurring at a busy hub for private aviation, has raised concerns about safety protocols and the rising risks in an increasingly crowded airspace. Scottsdale Airport, known for its steady traffic of corporate jets and private aircraft, became the scene of a chaotic emergency. The collision involved two jets, a mid-size business jet arriving from Austin, Texas, and a stationary Gulfstream 200 parked on the airport tarmac. The arriving jet, carrying 4 passengers, experienced a critical failure upon touchdown. As the jet touched down, its landing gear malfunctioned, causing the aircraft to veer sharply off the runway. The pilot, struggling to control the crippled aircraft, found himself on a collision course with a parked Gulfstream jet. The impact was unavoidable. The out-of-control jet slammed into the stationary aircraft, sending a shuddering shockwave across the airfield. The initial investigation into the Scottsdale Airport collision has begun to reveal a clearer picture of the events that led to the tragic outcome. The arriving business jet, a popular model favored for its range and capacity, was attempting a routine landing when disaster struck. According to preliminary reports, the jet's primary landing gear failed upon touchdown. This critical failure sent the aircraft careening off the designated runway and onto the adjacent tarmac. The pilots, faced with a sudden and catastrophic malfunction, had little time to react. The impact itself occurred with considerable force, underscoring the inherent dangers of aviation accidents. The business jet, now uncontrollable, slammed into the parked Gulfstream 200 with a devastating impact. The collision ripped through the fuselage of both aircraft, scattering debris across the tarmac and setting off a raging fire. The violence of the impact was felt throughout the airport, sending shockwaves through the surrounding hangars and prompting an immediate emergency response. Witnesses described a scene of chaos and disbelief as the magnitude of the accident became apparent. The immediate aftermath of the collision was a scene of chaos and urgency. Airport personnel, along with first responders, rushed to the crash site, battling a raging fire and working frantically to reach those trapped within the mangled wreckage. The airport, typically a hub of activity, fell silent as the magnitude of the disaster became clear. Medical teams arriving swiftly on the scene faced a grim task. One person, later identified as the pilot of the parked Gulfstream, was pronounced dead at the scene. 2 others, passengers on the arriving business jet, were rushed to nearby trauma centers with serious injuries. The 4th passenger involved in the collision was hospitalized in stable condition. The National Transportation Safety Board immediately dispatched a team of investigators to the Scottsdale Airport to begin piecing together the events leading to the collision. The runway, now a scene of devastation, was closed indefinitely. This incident has had a ripple effect throughout the aviation community, prompting renewed calls for safety improvements and stricter regulations. This tragedy at Scottsdale Airport comes at a time when aviation safety is under intense scrutiny. The past few weeks have seen a series of high-profile incidents, raising concerns about potential systemic issues within the industry. These incidents, ranging from near collisions to runway incursions, have underscored the critical importance of maintaining rigorous safety protocols. The Scottsdale collision, with its devastating consequences, serves as a stark reminder of the ever-present risks associated with aviation. While air travel remains statistically the safest mode of transportation, even a single accident can have far-reaching consequences. The investigation into the Scottsdale incident is ongoing, and it is too early to draw definitive conclusions about the cause of the crash. However, the incident has reignited the debate surrounding runway safety, pilot training, and the maintenance of aging aircraft. The tragedy at Scottsdale Airport serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of vigilance, rigorous safety protocols, and continuous improvement in the aviation industry. The investigation into the crash will undoubtedly yield valuable lessons that must be heeded to prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future.